Hi, I'm David. Welcome to my channel, My Yard Sale. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about some turns that my health has made. I think mostly for the better, but it's been very strange to explain what's going on. So I wanted to post this post so that anybody that's following along or anybody that's actually experiencing what I'm experiencing may be able to get some kind of rhyme or reason from what they're experiencing. I'm also going to start numbering these posts so that folks that maybe follow along or that start following along moving forward can see the progression that I'm hopefully experiencing. Some days I feel like I'm progressing. Some days I feel like I'm not progressing, and I feel like numbering the posts will help me keep track of things as well as help anybody else that's maybe going through this. They may be able to help themselves by knowing what to expect and how to better manage things. So I live in the Northeast. It's gotten a little bit warmer. Finally, a little tiny bit. It's still in the 50s at night and maybe in the 70s and 80s during the day, so that's kind of nice. Still wearing my hat, still wear winter clothes inside. It's kind of stupid, but it is what it is. So this last couple of weeks has been very strange physically, with me reversing this whole metabolic issue that I have. My my joints, my bones and my joints feel like they just don't work together well. What does that mean? That means that, like when I was a kid, I had friends, I knew people that constantly snapped their bones. They would just snap their fingers. I never did that, but they did that, and somehow I don't know whether that was because it was cool or because it felt good. But now it's like I feel like I have to literally not force myself, but I have to make my bones snap. Like even my hands are the worst right now. It started in my shoulder and my elbow, and I still have that, but now my hands feel like they're just like they need to be snapped constantly or it's uncomfortable. It's like a tension in my hand that actually does start at my elbow and comes all the way through my forearm and into my fingers. And it's hard to explain that exactly, but it's that tension that the snap actually releases the tension a little bit. But that's the only way to get that relief. And again, I don't completely understand it. I don't know exactly what's happening, but I'm just trying to figure things out and keep things moving forward. So I'm pretty sure that what I'm experiencing is I'm definitely on the other side of diabetic and pre-diabetic. I'm not diabetic and pre-diabetic anymore. I I eat very little sugar. I do treat myself with a little bit of sugar now and then, but for the most part, I'm not eating sugar. I don't eat carbs. I eat beans and meat. That's what I eat. I eat beans, meat, and vegetables. That's my main meal, and some spices and herbs. That's it. That's all I eat. I eat that 2 or 3 times a day, and that's what I eat. There's no carbs really in the food that I'm eating for the most part. So I'm not diabetic anymore. I know I was at one point, but I'm not diabetic anymore. And now I'm trying to resolve this whole nervous thing, this nerves. Like of course I saw the weight drip off my body when I started becoming insulin resistant. Of course I didn't know that that's what it was back then. Now I know that's what it was. But I saw myself losing a lot of weight. I had friends that would say, "Hey, what's up with you? You're losing so much weight." And I saw that happening, and I never would have known that that was because I was insulin resistant or diabetes or pre-diabetes. And now what I'm figuring out is along that whole process, I was also losing the nerve functions until a couple years ago. I went right to the end of that where my nerves started letting me know that that was it. And I started getting neuropathy in my hands and retinopathy in my eyes. And I know that that was the next step. So now I'm in the process, I think, of actually regrowing those nerves. I think, I hope, because I'm not sure how much longer this I'm going to be able to take, or how much more my body can actually take. Um, so yeah, just now it's weird because it feels like I still have neuropathy in my fingers, but it's not the same neuropathy. It's not just the tactile feelings in my fingers. It's like going from maybe even from my shoulder all the way to my elbow, all the way to my hands, and just the nerve sensitivity. I'm trying to put in the right words so that people can understand kind of what I'm referring to, because I think that if people don't experience any of this, they're gonna just not have any understanding of what I'm talking about. So so again, I'm feeling like my nerves are regrowing, and some days my eyesight is much better, and then some days it's not better. And usually the better part is when my two eyes, I can focus together and see the letters on my computer really easily. I can see them, I can read them, but to actually have my eyes work together, it becomes pretty difficult. And I remember this starting many, many years ago being a problem when I was driving from one place to another at night. The lights on the traffic lights really caused problems with my eyes working together. I know that's how I started noticing that. So now my eyesight some days it's much better, and some days it's much not better. And it doesn't have anything to do necessarily with what I'm eating, because I eat the same thing every day. I eat, like I said, beans, beef, and vegetables. I eat that every day. I do eat a lot of I eat a lot of apple cider vinegar with my food. I think that helps. I'm to the point now where I've had apple cider vinegar so much, I actually like the flavor of it. And if I don't have it, I kind of want to get more because I like the flavor of it with my food. So I'm in a weird space right now where I feel like my body should be getting better, and it just doesn't feel like it is. It's feeling like I'm in a a stop mode. Like I'm not getting better. Although my bones are snapping a lot less throughout my body. Like there's specific bones that are actually like snapping, and I feel like a little bit of relief when they do, like in my ankles and sometimes my knees when I'm walking around. Um, that's definitely still snapping quite a bit. I'm starting to feel a little bit less of that tension in the big muscle groups in my body, like my calves and my thighs, and definitely my bicep. I'm not feeling that tension in the muscle anymore, which I don't know if that's a good thing or if that would be not a good thing, because that's all moved right to the joint. I guess that's probably a good thing. Hopefully, the next step will be just moving right out of my body. I did see a video a couple of months ago that the person who was doing the video, they said that reversing the nerve issue with diabetes, making it healthier, making it better, that it's more uncomfortable right towards the end of healing. Which, if that's the case, I can agree with that. This is extremely uncomfortable. Like the good news with where I'm at today is I can stand up and walk away from the chair I'm sitting in now, or whatever chair, or get off the bed or whatever. I can stand up confidently, and I have the strength in my body to do it. Whereas a year ago, that would have been an issue. But the weird thing is trying to walk away, like that coordination of walking. My body still hasn't quite caught up with that. I think it's just because I'm redeveloping the nerves and the muscles in my body so much that my body's just got to retrain itself. It's funny because maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, I made a video kind of talking about how it's like a baby, like a 1-year-old baby learning how to walk. That's what I feel like. Like I don't have to necessarily drop to the floor, get on the ground and crawl around anymore, but I can totally get that. I understand why that would get frustrating for a kid, and I can see how that would be the easiest way to get around because this is extremely difficult. And yeah, it's really a strange feeling what's going on right now with my body. This whole reversal thing, I wish that I would have caught this when it was diabetes and prediabetes a couple years ago, or 5, 10 years ago, and reversed it at that point. I don't know that there's a whole lot of help for people to realize that they're having a problem unless I guess you get your blood test done every year, I suppose. But I never did that. I was in the military for 4 years, and I don't know that I don't remember getting a blood test every year even then. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing though because now I'm like I should see I feel like I should see rapid progress in healing because again, I eat the same food 2 or 3 times a day, 1 or 2 or 3 times a day, every day, which is all healthy. It's all good food. I eat maybe I eat a treat once a week. Once every 2 weeks, I'll have a treat, and a treat being a little tiny cake or a little coffee cup mug brownie or whatever. It's not. It's like pretty managed, and it's less than 100. It's within a keto diet. It's under 100 grams of carbs. So I would eat meat that day with a treat so that I don't get above 100 grams of carbs. So I'm managing my diet within that whole keto diet, and that's all I eat. So I should be seeing like my eyesight getting better drastically. I should see this whole nerves thing getting better. My hands should start the neuropathy in my hands should start getting better. I mean I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks, the next month that this will all I know it's probably not going to resolve, but I'm hoping to have the next few um, numbered posts that I post. I'll have marked I'll have marked growth and marked getting better. That's what I'm hoping. Anyway, so if you're experiencing neuropathy or you're having problems with anything that I just talked about, do me a favor and subscribe to my channel, and I'll try to share with people what helped me out, helps me out, and maybe I can help you out. If you're a mother, happy Mother's Day. If you like the weekend, happy weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.